Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and an unboxing of a mammoth kit. Arthur, one of the friends of the show, sent me this. He said it was in his dad's garage and he wanted me to have it. And man, I'm telling you, I honestly can't thank him enough for this. I'm blown away. He sent it quite a while ago, but it took me this long just to get my shop to where I could even start to think about building it, I guess. I had to add a table over onto my left just because it's going to be so dang big. This thing says flat out it's going to be over 16 inches long. Authentic scale construction. I have no clue of the scale other than huge. So let me move the box over here to the other table, and then we'll bring things from there to here and then over to this table. All right, let's start out with the decal pack. This is old and it's been weathered. Won't be able to use it, but I got enough here where I can get good ideas. The gauge package, for one, I'm going to just pick it up instead of trying to zoom in. The gauge package is awesome. I do like the Pennzoil and the Champions. I really like the old NASCAR here. But my favorite here is the little Lindberg. I think that's pretty cool. We can make these on Photoshop and then print them out. I got my printer working again, so we can do a video. We'll do how we do these. And the Lindberg, we're going to use the license plates. We're going to make these for sure, just because I want to try to keep it as nostalgic as I can. The rest of these we're not going to be able to use, and I'm not even going to try. I know I can put it in the sun and bleach it, but even bleaching it, I'll never be able to get these off to where they don't just crack, crumble, and fade no matter what I try to do to them. I've been able to save a lot of good ones, but these got a little bit damp from the backside and have gone through. So that's okay. Like I said, we can take these and make our own. And I wanted to make that video anyhow. Now comes this monster of a book. This kit was made a year after I was born. This is 1964, this kit came out. And I'm not saying first pop. I'm saying this kit we're building was a 1964. So the directions are really awesome. They're in good shape, which was really, really cool. It shows you how your engine and your transmission and everything works. Gives you different ideas, your pulleys, the rubber bands for the engine. This thing's laid out. I mean, you got a bunch of extras here for number 8, and it starts out motor, gear assembly, and it just works its way through until you get to where you're building the car, which is, pretty much downtown and around here. But this is for the Red Demon kit. And as you go through that and you build it, or you can pick the Blue Streak, which pretty much an open toe Roadster, 6 singles, and a big tank on the back. This one's more like, I don't know, kind of like a dune buggy, I guess you would call it. The way the back is, it kind of reminds me of a sand runner. So I know it's not, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. And then lastly is, they call it the Yellow Canary. And here it is, which is the pickup version, enclosed front end with a blower. I'm going to be kind of melding all these together. What I'm thinking right now is I want to use the pickup with the big wide tires in the back, the skinnies in the front, the blower assembly, but I don't care for that grill, so I'm thinking of coming back. Yeah, I looked at all these. We'll talk about that in a minute, because that's not the one I'm going to use either. I'm going to use this grill, the old Ford grill. The dogs are having a blast up there tonight. We have a sleepover going on with the grandkids. I'm going to use this radiator assembly for this one. I've always liked that look on the front. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that chrome or not, or if we're going to do the outer painting. And I don't even know what color we're going to go with yet. But geez, we haven't even started breaking into this thing yet. I'm not going to show you every single part in here either, because it'll take us a week. But there's the tub. There's my hand. It's huge. Here's my mouse. So that gives you an idea of how big this thing is going to be. Here's the tub. The pickup bed. And then we'll have the engine, and we'll have the front end. So thing's going to be huge. Just literally huge. But still in good shape. It's red. I don't know if I'm going to go red with it or not. I have no clue right now of colors. But I do know that we're going to detail this thing up as much as I can possibly get away with. The upholstery is like a vinyl rubber, I guess. It's two-piece. These pop right out. I just set them in there the other day when I was looking through this. Because the box is starting to disintegrate, so I had to get it into a tote. But it's pretty much dirtied up. I'll see if I can't clean it up. I'm not sure with what, but you can see it's showing its age. And I might even try to, because I think it'd look cool if this was like in a leather. You know, same color, but leather. Like a brown leather like I did with the other Roadster. It even has the tonneau for the back of the bed, which is good because we're going to be able to use that. Now, are you ready for this? There's one tire. That's the back. Here's the front. They do have the white walls. They were sitting folded forever. I think hot water would lay that down in there. Real hot water on both of them. These haven't even been snipped off. But there we go with that. And again, there's the mouse. So they're huge. Fenders. We're going to use, I think, we're going to use fenders. We'll do a mock-up on this first. But I have fenders for the big ones, the small ones. And if I want to go with the arrows, we have the arrows. So we're going to see. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go standard motorcycle fenders and the bobs in the back. And I'm going quick here because I do want to show you a bunch. But like I said, I'm not going to show everything here because it'd just take forever. Look at our engine. All I can keep saying is it's huge. That's a gas can. So, and the handle's in there and everything. But here's our engine. And it's got some great detail. This thing has some really sharp detail. A bunch of gears here. This is a motorized kit where you can engage the transmission with the stick shift. So here is one set of, there's our Steelies, and all the parts are in here. I was just looking at these and one fell off a minute ago. Steelies. We have our first set of chrome here just because it's on top. Look at the valve covers. Look at how big the valve covers are. Remember the tractor kit I built a while back? I mean, this thing's gigantic. Again, Arthur sent this to me. It was in his dad's garage for a long time. And he sent it to me because he wanted me to build it up. So I am definitely going to do that. Pretty cool. They got the knockoffs on, or knockouts too. These are just with the dippers. And I've seen these where they were colored out pretty cool. and then the inside was the same color as the car. So I'm not sure, just like I'm not sure what I'm doing with the valve covers, but we will do something with them. This is going to be a show car, and I always say that it's going to get driven. This will be driven, but I don't think I'm going to dirty it up too much. Look at our front brakes, back brakes. Look at all the bolts in here. I'm pretty sure that this is for the springs, our suspension, a set of headers. Not a clue on these. They could be exhaust, part of our front end. And this stuff is heavy. Now check this out. And spokes. And I don't know with the pickup truck if the spokes would look cool. We'll do a mock-up where I do like all of the different ones and we'll figure it out. But it's got those. We have gold. So, you know, I'm not sure if I like the gold cover. And this would be the gas tank, the back, lights. But just a bunch of cool stuff. And this isn't in bad shape. I think I could clean this up pretty good. Or strip it and re-gold it if I wanted to use the gold. And it just keeps coming. Another set of valve covers. Carbs. Our headlights with the brackets already on them. And look, they're already drilled. These things were made to light. So, and I'm thinking this is the outer and this is the inner bezel. This chrome's kind of taking a hit a little bit, but we can strip it and maybe get it, you know, this would be worth buying the bottle or the can of testers and re-chroming it. But I like these valve covers, but I think I like the other ones better. But again, mock-up, we'll probably do a whole video and just mock-up. More exhaust. We got tips. They aren't drilled out. If we use them, they will be. Tail lights. One window frame. I'm not even sure. This looks kind of like an antenna whip. And I think that's what it is. We got our snorkel stacks for our carbs. Everything is cool. This thing has controllable steering wheel too. Our front suspension, look at how big that is. You've seen all the Roadsters I've done. Shoot, they're only this long. The bolts are all here. Not sure what these are. Not a clue. We have lug nuts, or lug nuts. Our T-handle, not drilled out. We will do that. Probably put it in the bed. I think this is our vent. You know how it comes out on the side of the Ford engine. And I think this is a Y-block engine, but I'm not positive. Back suspension. Our back springs. Another pipe. And they come off real easy. Always check your bag, right? And again, I'm almost 100% sure that everything's here. Guys, the chrome keeps coming. Look at this. I know these are exhaust. Look at the blower on this thing. Jeez, oh Pete, it's enormous. Our gas can, I think that other thing was the end caps for the gas cans. For like in the bed of the truck. We're not going to use that big gold one. We'll use a smaller gas can in the bed. More headers. One more full set of chrome with the enclosed grill. Not even clue. A radio. I think this is supposed to be like a telephone radio. Look at these are just falling off. They're only a year older than me. I like these with the wing nuts on them. So you can open the pipes up. So it's got the dropouts on it. Pretty cool. Taillights. You saw the tire? Look at this. A vinyl roof. So even with the pickup, that might look cool with the pickup. You know, and take it off when you want to really go down the road. Here's that one front end. I've never been a big fan of these. They're just too B-17-ish, I guess, which is, back in the day when they would do these things up, that's what they were going for, is space, or not even jet age back then, airplane age. Radiator, look at the steering wheel. That's a pretty cool steering wheel, too. I mean, it's just there, but it's cool. A box. Here's the back for the Red Demon that would make that look like a, I don't know. To me, it looks like it's trying to be more like a dune buggy or a California surf car. And I'm going for more I'm a redneck, and this is my pickup truck dragster. We have a whole bunch of brackets. Like I said, I'm kind of hurrying through this with a lot of it, but then I'm going to slow down for like this. Look at the radiator on this. The hoses are in great. They look perfect. Our distributor already has holes in it. They have everything for you to wire it up and light it, and it even has a little electric motor in it. I'm pretty sure these are for the axle, for the back axle. Pretty sure. Not sure if they go this way or that way. I can't remember. If you're not using a blower, this is supposed to be your fan belt. You'd have to color that. But since we are using the blower, it comes with a blower belt. So we'll tuck that in somewhere where you can't see it, on the bottom or whatever. But it doesn't look too bad. I can even flip it in this way, inside out, and smooth it out just a little bit, and that kind of looks more like a belt. But how cool is that? 1964, guys. Our firewall. What do you think? Chrome firewall? I mean, we're going to have a lot of chrome in this one. This one's going to have a lot of chrome in it. Another steering wheel, the old school steering wheel. More parts, ton of parts. Engine mount. Cool. I think that's our fuel filter, maybe, and our coil. Jeez, talk about brain shutdown. And I got a whole bunch more in here that I don't want to bug you with, but I did want to show you this, which is the telephone receiver, and it is that white vinyl again, so we'll have to figure out how to color that. The tailgate. Here it is. The intake manifold, or a intake manifold. Another radiator. Our gas pedals. And they are pinned, so I'm wondering if they actually work, if they will move in and out. Our dashboard. Yes, we're going to light the dashboard. This looks like our steering column, where the gears set will be in there, so you can come down and then turn the pinion gear. And then our heads look good. Not really sure what that will be for. Oh, I know what that's for. That's our stick shift. Remember, it goes down into the transmission. I forgot. So, and I haven't really looked, not even thinking about it, but I haven't seen the, here's our frame. Here's the other half of the radiator. Our front coil. I haven't seen the top for the stick shift. I think that's our tie rod. All kinds of stuff. More radiator. The battery box bottom. Remember, this thing gets lit. I'm just pulling parts out of here now like crazy. Here it is. This is what I was looking for. They were buried on here. Let me get these out of the way. Look at look at how long the frame is on this. I'm gonna put these back in here. And there's a whole plethora of small parts rocking around in here. But there was a couple of things that I wanted to show before I let you go. One of them is the oil pan. Look, it's got the oil pan nut on it. This thing's awesome. But we have the vinyl door inserts, floor mats. It's loaded up. Everything is in here. But then for the wheels, they gave us a tube of Lindberg. It's called polyethanol cement. Tire adhesive. I've never seen tire adhesive glue before that was called, I bet you this, when you open it up, would be an instant headache. But there's that. Our rear end, a whole bunch of gears in here. I didn't show you any glass. The glass is a little rough. It's 1964. It does have the teardrops. The headlights are perfect on here. Perfect. Then it's got these are for the gauges, I'm pretty sure. And this one has your glass and your two winglets, so you can open them up that way a little bit and diffuse the glass, or the wind. Then we have another glass. I think this is for the tall one, for where if you use that top. But again, we have the perfect set of headlights. Oh, and here's our gauge glass. I bet you this is the backer for the gauge glass. I didn't even look. I'm not sure. And I'm not even going to guess anymore, because I'm pretty sure those are for lights. There's the 4 right there. Another flat one. A little tiny one here. That's a part for sure. But we got a ton of stuff here. A ton of it. The motor. Electric motor. So we'll see. I don't even know if this will spin up anymore. But it is free. You know what I mean? It spins free. I just haven't put power to it yet. And then that'll stick out through the back. Just like that. So this is going to be one of the most fun builds I've ever done. And I can guarantee you that it's going to be the biggest car I've ever done. But with that, put the tub back down, I think I'll let you go. So you guys all have a great night, a fantastic weekend, and thank you very much for watching.